Tuesday. Time is 8:45. I normally like to leave the yard at 6:30, but there's an agency driver in this wagon yesterday. I got a phone call last night about 6 o'clock asking me if I'd mind going picking my truck up from Birmingham because the agency driver ran out of time. So this morning it's been a bit of a nightmare trying to refuel it, get it loaded and stuff like that. So I've got a bit of a sweat on now.
Turn left.
Cheers, mate.
Millstrop Road North. Then go around the roundabout.
So
third exit.
now I'm on the way to Stoke-on-Trent. It's doing about an hour and a half away. I was hoping to finish early tomorrow afternoon, but I don't think that's going to happen now because I'm so far behind already. I'm not going to get there till, I don't know, whatever time, an hour and a half is from here. So, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna crack on with it. If it doesn't get delivered, it's not my fault. I'd just rather not fail, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, that's why I've not put the camera facing me. I just wanted to get out and get gone before, you know, try and get there as soon as possible, really. Right, just done my first drop in Stoke-on-Trent. Put the suspension back up. So it'll take me about an hour and a bit to get here. And just one or two things for them, nothing too major. Although I think there was a bit shocked at the price for what I've just delivered. Because this company, they pay check on delivery. Some companies don't pay anything
turn right,
delivery.
A52, A5006, Shelton Old Road. Then
Okay,
right
stop
turn
talking,
ahead.
sat nav.
Turn right, then right turn ahead.
Alright, you just told me that. So I'm on the way now to a Travis Perkins. Now I don't think their stuff is on the top, which means I'm going to have to climb in the back of the wagon. Which means I have to get the hard hat out.
After 200 yards, turn right, A500, Queensway.
Right,
Then keep
shut up.
right.
Let's mute that a minute.
Turn right, then keep right.
Right, there you go. That's quieting down. Yeah, so Travis Perkins are really hot on health and safety. So they won't let you climb on the back of the wagon unless you've got a hard hat on. I'm not sure why you need a hard hat on though. Because if you fall off the wagon, then your hard hat's just going to fall off your head anyway, you know. But I suppose they just don't want to be sued. So I've got quite a lot on board at the moment, quite a lot of weight. Having to use first gears on slight hills, which normally I don't use first gear at all. Just, sorry, just whacked it with the sunblind. So it's about an hour to this next one, and I just want to get it done and get going down south. So I'm about to turn onto the A500 in Stoke, if you know the area. I was going to talk to you about, I thought I'd probably just a bit of a random subject every day. And today I was watching some YouTube videos last night about the port of Calais in France, and the truck drivers that, you know, they've been stranded there recently, and because of all the French port workers striking. I didn't realise this, but when they went on strike to blockade the ferries, obviously all the other truck drivers decided, right, they're going to go to Zeebrugge in Belgium. So what the French port workers did, which is, I think is horrible, is they blockaded the road that you'd have to take to get to Zeebrugge and set it on fire, just to stop the wagon drivers going a different way, just to cause maximum chaos, because the French are good at that, causing chaos at the port of Calais. And I was I was also reading as well about it, and there's a wagon driver, a British wagon driver. He got so annoyed with it all. He drove to where these French workers were supposed to be having a meeting about pay or whatever they're having a meeting about, and he blockaded their car park so they couldn't get either in or they couldn't get out. And after shoving him and pushing him and trying to make him move, and eventually he wouldn't move. Eventually, they called the police, believe it or not, because he blockaded their car park. Yet the police won't do nothing when they blockade a port. So it's kind of makes you laugh, really. The French police are absolute not very good. And when it comes to I'm not going to say immigrants, clandestines or anything like that, so I'll address them as they are, people. So when the people who are trying to sneak into Britain on the back of trucks, and if you don't know about this, most people in Europe will know about it, but if you're out of Europe you might not know. Basically, if you come to England and you claim asylum, you're going to get a free house, free accommodation, free food, and a few things to help you live. I have no idea how much you get or what they get, exactly, but it's the promised land compared to the places they've come from. So I don't blame them for coming to this country, because it's the way the system's set up. They're going to use and abuse it. So it's not their fault they want to come here, but they must come through about five or six different countries to get here. And there's probably hundreds of them, maybe even thousands of them, sat in the port of Calais. The French police won't move them off. They live in like little shanty towns, and basically any opportunity they get to get on the back of a truck, in a truck, to get to the UK, they will do, basically. So you should go on YouTube and just have a look. Just put in truckers and Calais, and it should show you the videos there. It's they're literally just cut padlocks, safety wires, climb fences, do anything to get on the wagon. And the British drivers and anyone who's basically trying to get into this country legally, any wagon driver, they're getting sick of it now, because I believe one wagon driver was stabbed, or allegedly stabbed, by these people. Don't know if it's true, but it's online, it's in one of the newspapers. You never know if it's the full story. And I just thought, well, the French are blaming the British for having it too easy, so basically making people want to come here. The British are blaming the French for not doing the job properly, as in, their immigration. They just want them to get out of their country into ours. And then when Britain say that they don't want, they don't want them here, and they're going to try and change rules to stop them from coming here and claiming asylum or whatever they're talking about, the rest of Europe just go nuts and say, no, you can't do that. Yet the French are still saying it's our fault, but they're also saying we can't change the rules. Come on. That's how, as I understand it. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. You're entitled to tell me I'm wrong. That's fine. I just think that's something he's doing by the French and the British in the port of Calais. I mean, the British government paid France £12 million, and apparently all they did was £12 million build a fence, which has been cut and climbed through and stuff. It's that bad over there now. British drivers have to, they can't stop within 100 miles of Calais for fuel or anything like that. They have to stop well before, and then basically not stop the vehicle until they get on the ferry. And with the French blockading the ports, there was thousands and thousands of trucks stuck on either side of the channel, British and French side. So when all these trucks are parked, all these people climbed on board and tried stowing away, and you know, it's £2,000 per person, and I'm not sure if that's what the driver gets or the company gets. So if you get, you know, if you get 12 people in the back of your truck, that's a lot of money. Now, there are measures. The French have an X-ray machine, and the British have, I think, a heart rate machine and a carbon dioxide, monoxide, I think it's carbon dioxide detector to see breathing in there. So what happens normally, when the French police catch them, they just tell them to go away. When the British immigration catch them, take the picture, I think, maybe take the name, and then kick them out, and that's it. Nothing else happens. So they're free to do it again the next night, the next night, the next night. So I'm just wondering what your thoughts are on that. What the French should do, what the British government should do. Just keep it clean, though. You know, I'm not here to slag anybody off. So just on the M6 now, heading south. Got no power at all at full load. 44 mile an hour. Need to pick up some more speed. Yeah, so if you want to post comments below, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Like I say, keep it clean, because I don't want to be racist against anybody. I don't want to offend anybody. So, yeah.
Book your consultation at confidencetosmile.co.uk.
Okay, so I've just dropped off at Travis Perkins. This is the first one I've ever been to that doesn't have a yard. You basically just pull up on the street, and that's about it. So I'm on the way to the other side of Wolverhampton at the moment. So I've got to go through just around the outskirts of the centre. It's about half an hour away. The time now is 11:40. So I'm further behind than I'd like to be, but obviously that was not my fault.
After 200 yards, go left on the roundabout.
It was
First exit, E4124, Westfield Way.
Okay, finished talking now. Yeah, it's because the wagon come back late last night. They weren't.
Go left on the roundabout. First exit.
So this next one I'm going to now is going to take most of the weight off. Probably a good, I'd say about 5 or 6 tons off. Now let's see if I can get close enough to this button this time. Normally I have to get out because I always get too far away from it. I think I've got it this time. Only just. Wait for that to go all the way up. I'm gonna rip it off that yard and thought I'd stop for a cup of tea. So this is a new jet boil, by the way. I've had one of these before, nice and compact. I had one of these in the army, it was brilliant. Dead simple to use. Gas is about, well, that's about £3. You can get bigger ones, like £4 or something like that. I just got that. You can use, you don't always have to use these stands, but I'll use this stand because we're in the wagon. Clips at the bottom of the gas bottle. Where's the button for it? There we go. Where's my bottle of water now? That's what I've got to find. Found it. This is the cup I'm using, so I'll fill this up to where I like it, then a bit more just to allow for evaporation. So today's been alright, apart from having to start a bit later, and then We see all the problems with the loading and stuff. Twist it, locks it on. I mean, I can put the lid on it, but I can see it boiling if I don't. If it was outdoors and I put the lid on it, should only take a couple of minutes, a minute 2 maximum, then it should be boiled. So got pot noodle for later. So when I get the new wagon, I'll leave all this stuff in there permanently. But until I get the new wagon, I have to take it out, obviously agency, use it and things like that. So I was hoping to be back earlier tomorrow, but that's not going to happen now. Such is life. Well, they asked me to go and pick up this truck from Birmingham last night. I never ended up doing that because the agency guy, he managed to get back on time without running out of driving hours, but it was touch and go apparently. He was very close to his legal limit. So I don't even know how many drops I've got. And that's how much I'm in a rush to get out. 14, and I'm just on drop number 3 now, and it's, what time is it? 12:20. So I've got, well, drop 8. I'd like to get to drop 8 today, which is the usual one down south. Oh, drop 8 and 9 is the same drop. That's good for me. I'm not going to complain about that one. Later on, if it doesn't rain, I'll do a video or I'll do a clip showing how to use a tail lift. I mean, I never need to use it on this one, but it's always good to know. I mean, there are slight variances with different tail lifts, but pretty much they're all the same controls. Sometimes you might have difficulty finding the on button. That's boiled now already. I'll just give it a second longer. That'll do. So nice cup of tea. A little bit left. Didn't evaporate all of it. Put it back on there to cool down a bit, and once it's cool, I'll put that on the base of it. It saves you, like, wherever you go for cups of teas, it's going to cost you at least, I mean, the cheapest I've paid for a cup of tea or coffee is 70 pence. This is awkward. It's 70 pence, but some places you can pay like £3, and it's ridiculous because all they're charging you for is a bit of milk, sugar and water, and a tea bag, obviously. And it's just not worth that much money. I mean, I paid £60 for that, but I mean, I can use it for camping as well, and it's so compact. You know, it's I can always use it for other things. Doesn't take up much room. I mean, eventually it'll cost, you know, if I have 4 cups of tea a day at, say, £1 a cup, you know, it soon adds up. Sounds like a lot paying £60 for that, but you know, it soon adds up per day. Obviously I'm tramping 4 days a week, so this should save me a little bit of money in the long run. I'll also show you the how to use the curtains properly as well, how to unlatch them and latch them up, and what to do when it won't open, because sometimes it just won't open and you think, first time you do it, you're scratching your head. So I'll show you how to deal with that as well. Right, let's go. Well, I guess it's not that much of an emergency if the lights aren't flashing. I mean, the lights are flashing, but there's no siren. Join your numpty, get out of the way. Come on, mate, get back in the lane. So I've just pulled up at the industrial estate now. Got to find the building. There was a map on the as I came in, but sometimes they're wrong then. I think it should be next to this one here on the right. Well, be on my left now, but yeah. Let's find out, shall we? Something that gets annoying is when you get somewhere and everyone's on lunch. So, I'm on lunch now. Shame really, because I just had 15 minutes. I could have had it here really, but you never know, do you? Well, never mind. Okay, I don't have to wait 20 minutes. The guy from the warehouse next door come out his forklift truck and said, "Oh, I'm unloading," so I said, "Yeah, great." So now I've just got to see if we can turn around. Now I'm on my way to the other side of Birmingham now, slightly northeast. Don't know if I can get out here. I can turn around though. So about an hour's driving from here. Not sure how much driving time I've got left though. See what? I'll have to reverse out. Well, this isn't very good, is it? The joys of delivering to tiny industrial estates. You'll get to
After 80 yards, go straight on, Marta Drive.
You'll get to realise you don't like doing these little industrial estates. Because once the probably was okay to get in and out of, and then they had more and more buildings to them and tighter and tighter gaps. I'll see if I can spin around in where this gap I'm in now. Ow. Just been slapped in the face by a bush. No, I'm not going to spin it around here, too small. Okay, so just put the camera back on so you can actually see the faff you have to do. I haven't got much room at all. Watch out for that wall still. Another one bites the dust. So that one there, luckily there's lots of builders there to help. In fact, I didn't do anything. I just opened the curtains and they unloaded it, which is great. There's one thing missing though, so that's just cost me 5-10 minutes to sort that out. Now I'm on the way to the next one, which is half an hour away. I don't know what area it is. I've got just over half an hour on my driving time, so I'm more than likely going to stop and have a break before I reach this one. Hopefully we can get there, unload and then put it on brake.
After 300 yards, turn right.
Notice how it said unload then put it on brake and not the other way around, because if boats come along and you're unloading and you're on brake, you're screwed. That's that one done. I'm not going to get to Northampton before the closing time. I'm going to get there about 20 past, so no rush.
After 80
Find
yards,
somewhere to park up
turn left,
down there.
Fletchamstead Highway. Then, at the end of the road, turn right.
I always hate this bloody thing getting out of here. I don't know if you saw that there's two massive concrete bollards on the right and a curb. They always go over the curb because I can't get around it, but bollards I'm worried about. Anyway, I'm near the shop. I need to get some cereal for the morning.
Turn left, Fletchamstead Highway.